Yo, speaking of content, man, I really thought Jay did a vlog with Lecrae when I saw the thumbnail. That joint popped up. I got a notification on Twitter, and I was like, "Yo, this dude pulled up on Lecrae. What's going on?"
Like
But you did pull
TMZ.
up on Lecrae, huh?
He did
Yeah,
like
yeah.
TMZ.
I thought it was a vlog. I was like,
You
this
pulled up on Lecrae?
He said it's TNC,
Where?
not TMZ.
In the club.
bars
In the club?
up in the
Yeah, in the
club, man.
club.
He pulled up on him,
Yeah.
son.
In ATL?
Yeah. Nah. This is Clubhouse.
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 Yeah, there was
Nice.
they invited him as one of the rooms that I follow for Bitcoin. So and my thinking was that he was gonna talk about Bitcoin. I'm thinking he's gonna, say, some of the reaches revenue he converted to Bitcoin because he got inspired by Elon. But it was nothing like that. It was actually the
You,
opposite.
you're expecting too much.
I honestly I was because I was like, wow, Lecrae in this room, that's
Lecrae
weird.
and Bitcoin?
Exactly. So I was like, all right, let me tune in, and yeah,
So
it was just
you
yeah,
one of
go ahead.
the like you got one of those things where you can speak while everyone else is speaking, right? If you're invited.
Right. So when I got into the room, they had said if anybody has any questions or whatever. And again, they didn't even start anything. So I just clicked like to raise my hand so I could be invited. Because again, I thought Lecrae was gonna drop gems on about Bitcoin.
I bet they picked you because of that profile pic. You got one of the illest
You know,
profile pics. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
You look
thought
like
about
serious
that.
business. You look like serious
Yeah,
business
yeah,
in that profile pic. Like you're not playing.
facts. Yeah, facts.
Oh, that's the one with the
That's the one
bow
you guys
tie.
say that's a quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
Yeah, it's my wedding photo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we said
yeah. So
some
I
other
mean,
things, but I won't say
yeah,
it on here.
So they picked you.
yeah,
So they picked you.
yeah. So they picked me, and I was in. I was like, oh my
Right.
gosh, I didn't think like they were gonna pick me because that room
Right.
was full of people, full.
How
That's the
many people were
anointing.
there?
I don't know, man. I could just tell you like I just kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling like to see how many when it would
Wow.
end. Which is wild. But again, like I said, that room is very, very popular when it comes to Bitcoin. I don't think a lot of people knew who Lecrae was there, which is okay. But the fact that I got invited on stage, so I can kind of say that I shared the platform with Lecrae there. So my question was very
So
basic.
you did it. You did it for clout. Then that's
Did
what
a
you're saying.
she share the stage with Lecrae?
I mean,
That's
it
gonna be in
wasn't.
his bio. You know how the rappers do. You know how the rappers do. I performed in front of an audience of 10,000 people with Ti and
Yeah,
Young
he
Jeezy.
opened for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to pay to get on, right?
Right.
I mean, I didn't have
You
to
go,
pay, so
you
So
go,
what
you go, you
happened?
go, you go see Jay's bio. I shared the stage with. I was in the club and I shared the stage with
listen. If for
in
our YouTube watchers who are subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't, you should. I'm gonna cut this clip and I'm gonna literally title it "I shared the stage with Lecrae," and we'll see what happens.
Wow, that clickbait is
I'm giving you
crazy.
I'm giving everybody in advance, so everybody better watch it and better hit the thumbs up so that way Lecrae can actually see it and he could come on the show.
So, what was
Um,
Lecrae talking about on the Clubhouse?
Yeah, so again, it was about Bitcoin. They were talking about Bitcoin, how it's the future, and what are the banks doing. And he was asking very, very good questions about it, like who determines the value of it? Why is it almost 60,000?
Oh, so he knew nothing about Bitcoin then.
He knew very, very little. They asked him, "Have you dabbled in it?" And he said very little. That actually his financial advisors told him not to invest into crypto like that.
Who's his
Oh, wow.
financial investor? Dave Ramsey's? What the heck?
I mean, wow. Don't be talking about David like that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you're
But
not.
you're not.
Right.
So yeah, his financial advisors said, not to, because it's too risky. And in a sense, I agree.
Sure.
It was 60,000, almost 60,000 on Saturday it was on Saturday, and today is already down to like 53. So
Sure. You're
imagine.
supposed to buy in the dip though. Everybody knows that.
True, but
Who bought
imagine
on
you're just starting out, but you happen to have 60 grand, and you're just like, you know what?
And it
Okay,
dips
here.
to 53.
And,
Yeah,
and
like you're
that
gonna be like, what the?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And that's a learning opportunity right there.
Diamond
true.
hands though.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, even the dog agrees diamond hands. But yeah, so
Asking questions.
yeah, he's they're talking back and forth. He's asking these questions about it. They got to the NFT part of the whole conversation. I'm not well versed in the NFT area, but he was very like intrigued by it because obviously when it comes to artists and music, that's where a lot of people feel that NFT will shine a lot, you know,
Right.
especially with that dude that sold all those pieces of art for like millions of dollars,
Right.
you know. So he was definitely intrigued by that. And then when it was my turn to ask a question, they said, ask Lecrae a question. And in my mind, I didn't really know what to really ask because I thought it was Bitcoin related.
Man.
Yeah, so I asked a Bitcoin related question.
You're like, what am I gonna ask this dude about Bitcoin? I know more than him.
Yeah, exactly. So I just end up asking him, when is Church Close 4 coming out? And he pretty much just said once he figures out how to sell it with Bitcoin, that it'll be out.
So
That's
it ain't
easy.
coming out.
What is he talking about? That's that easy. We could do that
Yeah.
now.
Well, he already said he ain't invested in it, so it ain't coming out.
Right.
I mean, sure, but I mean, he seemed convinced, with what everybody was saying and stuff like that.
Yo,
Whether or not he pulls the trigger is a
Houdini?
different story.
Switches. He took a break.
Dude, Houdini, yo. Yo, he came back and he was gone.
Yeah.
Yo, Jay, you were supposed to say.
I had to handle some matters.
Yo, your question, Jay, was supposed to be, I don't know if you had to keep it on the Bitcoin side, but like, have you heard us talk about Bitcoin on That's Not Christian podcast?
Right.
Yes.
That's
so,
what you should have said.
So our good friend Chris, comedian Chris, because I was talking to him on the side since we send each other Clubhouses and we go and we listen, blah blah blah. So I was
side deals, man.
I asked him, I was like, dude, they invited me on the stage. And then one of the top guys in that room actually follows Chris. And then it was funny because I was in the normal audience, but then when that dude showed up, he bumped up to like the VIP area.
Oh, word.
And then Chris. Yeah, and then we were just joking. I was like, oh wow, okay. And then all of a sudden I get called up and then I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, but I got called on stage to be with Lecrae, so I gotta let you go. Yeah,
right.
Pop my collar a little bit, but
listen,
Chris,
I'm gonna have to call you back, bro.
exactly. I see you from down there. I see you. So then I was asking him, yo, what do I ask? Because number one, they changed it up where they said ask Lecrae a question. And I was like, I don't even know what to ask him. So I asked him that. Right. But he was the one, he was like, you know what you should say? You should say, Jay, what's up, Lecrae? This is Jay from the That's Not Christian podcast, and plug and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I don't know if I should really do that, because I don't know how
ball, bro.
Yeah,
it seems spammy.
You fumbled the ball, man.
Hey, you don't think your thumbnail is spammy?
It's not. It's not. It's
acceptable. Been an opportunity. We would have had Lecrae on right now.
Listen, it's acceptable to clickbait a little bit on YouTube, right? But on Clubhouse, I think it's a different story. Listen, another thing is they can check my profile, right? And when you're usually on stage, people start looking at, okay, who is this guy? Why is he allowed to speak?
Yo, did you get any new followers?
Actually, I did.
Yeah,
nice.
So Lecrae followed you?
I mean, I haven't checked since, but I'm gonna check right now just because
you know what, Jay's building his own brand, man. That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing, man.
Up.
He trying to get a job at 116. He's trying to get records.
That's why he DM him. Hey, Lecrae, it was a pleasure speaking with you.
I'm sharing the stage with you, right?
To
hear in Church Close 4.
Looking forward to many more stages.
Word. No, I don't see any followers.